Hello everyone and welcome to the GSN podcast. It's Big Boss here and I'm joined with my crew of friends as always.
Factor.
Merc's back. Finally. The Blue Goat.
He lives, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. The thing lives.
He was back with us after what, a month?
2 months, I think.
2 months.
Has it been 2 months ago?
No, I ain't been no day.
I didn't think it's been 2 months.
So
It's been
listen
at least
here,
a month.
Cripple McGee, your memory's gone, alright?
A month and a half, maybe.
It ain't been 2 months.
Factor's one getting it wrong here. Old men losing their memory. I mean, you're like, what? You celebrated 47th the other day?
Not 47th.
Pretty
how
sure it's
old?
your 47th.
No.
How many years away before the glove?
What year is that?
40s when you get the glove.
5 more years.
Oh, they're
5
already trying
more
to pressure
years.
me into doing it.
Huh?
They're already trying to pressure me into doing
How old are you?
it. 39.
Fuck
You're
you,
gonna
asshole.
get
You can't say
fingered by the
shit to me
doctor.
no more.
Pokey poke.
Yeah, she already asked me last time I was there.
Gee.
You want to go ahead and set up your appointment for your birthday?
Hey, see, you want to do it online?
Be sure to get
Another-
Dr. Big Hands.
Yeah,
Now that says happy birthday, then the doctor's sticking his finger up your ass.
yeah, I bet that'd get us a lot of views on
That
YouTube.
would be the greatest birthday prank ever.
Happy birthday to you!
Cough and lean to the left, please.
We're gonna bring you into a dark
Wait,
building.
why are both your hands right there?
It's not a surprise party.
It'll be at
It's
the
dark
end
in
of the day.
here. This is not a surprise party, trust me.
It will be.
It will be a surprise.
Oh my goodness. Well, speaking of surprises, guys, did you guys hear what happened to this 5th grader over in Albuquerque?
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
5th grader.
Yeah. Apparently, this 5th grader passed out pot edibles to his schoolmates.
Hot edibles?
Yeah. In the shape of gummy bears.
Those social services are all going to be all over that one now.
Well, yeah, I've heard of it.
Hot edibles.
They look like sour gummies.
They look like fucking Sour Patch Kids.
Can you imagine?
That does, actually.
I'm
Wow.
gonna get Factor.
Yeah, I know, right? He has a hard enough time saying
like,
no as it
Factor, why
is.
aren't you moving? Man, just look at the trees, man. They're just like so cool.
I ain't gonna lie. we went over to Purple Penguin.
What the fuck is Purple Penguin? That
Well,
sounds
I've
like
heard
the
of Club
type of
Penguin, but
weed.
not
That's
Purple.
the ice cream place that's over there by the movie theater.
Oh, okay. It sounded like some
Like
straight
the-
wood,
they have
like
the-
Alabama Kush. Oh, I heard of Purple Penguin.
No, they have the frozen yogurt and stuff like that, like the self-serve and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I took the kids in there on Saturday, and then Friday. It was Friday. My bad. Took the kids in there on Friday, and they have everything you can put on the ice cream as far as like different candies, different toppings, anything you can think of you can put in your ice cream. They got it there, and it's all weighed. So you pay by the weight of whatever it is that you're getting.
How many pounds of chocolate did Nate put on his stuff?
Honestly, not that much. I mean, all 4 of us got fucking a pretty decent amount of ice cream with toppings on it for like under $15. So, so the kids got theirs. I was going to get mine, and I like to put gummy bears on mine. But I guess because like the way they have it lined, like the little candy bar, the topping bar.
Yeah.
The Sour Patch Kids are behind or in front of the gummy bears. So I guess whoever was in there before me wanted Sour Patch Kids on theirs, and one of the Sour Patch Kids got into the gummy bears. And I put gummy bears all on mine. I wasn't paying attention to it, and one of the Sour Patch Kids got into my ice cream.
So how
and I loaded it down and everything else. Honestly, I didn't realize it until I started chewing it, and I was like, "This isn't a gummy bear. This tastes like a." And that's where it stopped. I was like, "Oh shit!" So for like the rest of the fucking night and all the next morning, like I'm trying to prepare myself for a fucking swollen foot and a whole assload of fucking pain.
Fucking meditating.
I'm like,
wait.
I had a bottle of Tylenol on my nightstand like that for the following morning. I was like, oh, this is gonna be bad. Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Was
is
this
gonna
the
be
week
so bad.
that we had off?
Yeah.
Because of the snow?
Yeah.
So at least you didn't have to come into work, right?
Yeah.
I didn't.
I feel like we should
I don't want to
make
be in pain for my whole birthday weekend. Are you kidding me?
I feel like we should make him a Sour Patch Kids sandwich one day.
But that one Sour Patch Kid did not fuck me up. So
Peanut butter and
So-
So it told me something about myself. I can have one that I know of right now.
And
So
you're
it's
good.
like, I don't know if this is like them trying to test me. It's like try one, and then next time
Secretly,
like
it's us.
try two.
We're just dressed up in makeup. We're like, all right, we're gonna smuggle one Sour Patch Kid just to fuck with him.
Like one day try one, and then like another day try two, and another day I'm gonna try three, and just try to see like what the max is before it's like fucking cutoff point.
You know what'd be great? Mixing his gummy bears at works in with Sour Patch Kids.
But he'd notice though.
Yeah, you can notice, you can tell a difference.
Oh, I know you can, but would you bother to separate them? Or would you just...
If I knew I'd be in that much pain, yeah, I would.
I don't think you
I would.
have the
I'd dump out on the table
self-control.
like, and start separating.
I don't think you have the
I
self-control.
would. Dude, do you realize how fucking painful that shit is? I'll separate the fuck out of whatever it is that's fucking going to put me in that much pain.
So here's a question for you, right? $1 million. But let's say 4 days out of the year, randomly, you have the worst gout experience of your life.
For $1 million?
Yep, but for the rest of your life. 4 days randomly the year.
Yeah, that's fine.
Every year.
Yeah.
Yeah?
For $1 million every year?
No, just
or
$1 million
just
straight
a straight $1
million.
million.
Straight $1 million cash, after tax, $1 million.
Probably.
Yeah?
Because the pain's only there for 2 days. So 2 days worth of pain. So essentially, I'm looking at almost a week and a half worth of pain for every year for $1 million.
And the other 51's
I
going
can do
to be
that.
clear, yeah.
51. How many days are in a year, Bo?
Weeks, 52.
Okay.
Wow.
You said week and a half, so I was doing the
Isn't there
rough
72 weeks in a year?
Mm-hmm.
50.
There's not 52 weeks.
72 weeks.
I don't know.
Google will tell us.
Google will tell us.
I'm like, there's not 50
How
weeks.
many weeks are in a
year?
year?
Ask Google. And Google says,
Apparently there's an app for that.
an app
It is
for Google?
52 weeks.
is it 52 weeks?
Well, technically, 52.143 weeks.
I was wrong. I tip my hat to you, sir. You were right. Really?
Yep. 52 weeks a year.
See, homeschooled, publicly educated.
Military school.
Same thing, publicly
No, it's
educated.
There's 365 days a year.
Yeah, I knew that.
Well, duh.
Well, just in case you were going to be a debate
Except
about
on
that.
except
I
on
want to
leap
go ahead and
year,
solve
sir.
that mystery right now.
Except on leap
Mystery?
year.
Huh?
What, you fucking blueberry now?
No, he's Scooby Doo.
Oh, Raggy. Anyway, let's move on to the next story. So, 5th grader is giving pot to his friends.
That's
Oh.
fucking awesome, by the
That
way.
is awesome.
You know, the funny thing about that story, there's a quote
Social
from the
service
kid.
story to the whole school.
No, to his class.
Oh well, social services visiting all the parents or a whole class.
money did you spend on that? Good lord.
No, you
He
mean
just-
his parents? How much money did his parents?
His parents
spend?
probably fucking made it.
Yeah,
And
that's
they
what I'm
realized he
saying.
fucking
Well,
slipped it. Like,
it's-
hey, Candy.
It's
And
in New
start dumping his
Mexico.
book
It's
bag.
legal there.
Huh?
It's legal in New Mexico. That's where it
In
happened.
New Mexico?
Yeah, probably not for children.
Well, no, duh.
No, it's not legal for children, let alone to bring on fucking school grounds.
Listen, that was the kid that swiped him. But the quote from the kid that made me laugh is like, I immediately, when I ate it, I immediately knew that they weren't regular gummy bears. Like that
He's
instant
got
regret.
experience.
You can tell, even if it's a pop brownie, you can tell the taste difference. As soon as you eat a pop brownie, it doesn't taste like a normal fucking chocolate brownie you make. It's got a flavor to it.
I don't know. I've never
And
had
you can
it,
kind of
so-
tell.
Yes.
If you're keen
You
on
little hoodlum.
if your senses are keen enough, you can pick up on a pop brownie.
I had a s'mores that was baked with pot, and I couldn't taste it.
A s'more?
Yeah.
Well, see, I never tried a s'more. I mean, because you're talking about melted fucking marshmallows and graham crackers and all that other shit.
Marshmallow.
Marshmallows
Chocolate, yeah.
and chocolate. So, I mean, you're talking about 3 big ass things there that could probably cover up the taste
All I
of.
tasted was s'more. I was like, damn. I was like,
Yeah, you could probably cover up the taste of pot at that point. With,
this is not.
so with a brownie, I mean, you're talking about just chocolate, and then you're gonna have a lot of weed mixed into it. You can kind of taste the difference.
I've never had weed in any form, so.
I think
you've
would
never
die.
had pot before in your life.
Well, obviously not for smoking, but I've never had edibles either.
Never.
Oh, the only illicit.
There's a whole lot of wells following every
Yeah.
time I ask you. Are you
No,
serious?
the only illicit I've ever taken in any form was X.
Was that by accident or on purpose?
On purpose.
Mine was on accident. And let me
X?
tell you, yeah, it's not a good time.
No,
when you don't take it on purpose, it's
Yeah.
not. Why is everything so hot? Why is everything going so fast? Why does everything feel good?
I've never
What's
done-
going on?
I've never done X, and if there are any law enforcement officers, I've never done any drug in my whole life.
I did
But-
X.
Theoretically speaking, if I would, this is what the system
Theoretically
would be.
speaking, I dreamt.
I had a
that
wild dream.
I've
that-
never had X. I've never done cocaine. I've never done heroin.
Never.
I've never done any of those. I've done a shitload of fucking weed. But
in your
besides
dreams.
that, hypothetically, allegedly,
Shrooms.
huh?
Shrooms.
Never done shrooms.
No, I've never
No,
done
sure.
shrooms either.
I have.
I think I tried them once.
Oh,
No, 3 times.
No, I tried shroom tea.
shroom tea?
Yeah, like they put it in with like the tea.
Can't make it to you.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Huh. The more you know.
You can also
We turned into a fucking
you can put
pot
it
haven or a fucking.
Why isn't
420,
fucking,
man!
I'm gonna put it on
Anthony
a pizza
on.
and watch you guys go ham.
Yeah. Why is
The
it
roast-
Nugget online?
Where's Ant?
Nugget?
Where's Ant Nugget when you need
Yeah,
him?
we need Nugget for this segment.
Well, speaking of moving on, talking about cops and stuff, the city of Philadelphia.
We go from weed to cops.
Because they go
this kinda
together
goes
so
hand in hand
well.
because, you know,
No, this shouldn't.
weed
No.
and drugs, you mean you want food. You know, Crisco is used for cooking food. And
And Philadelphia is home of the cheesesteak.
Philly is actually covering all their street poles with Crisco for Eagles fans.
Have you seen the aftermath after they won the fucking NFC Championship game yesterday?
No.
The streets were fucking flooded. People, it looked like fucking New Year's Eve in Times Square down there in fucking Philadelphia.
Why'd they cover the poles with Crisco?
So they can't climb the poles and knock them down, like the street signs and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and traffic poles. Because when crowds gather up there, you got fucking drunk and disorderly people climbing the fucking poles. And they're hanging off the fucking street signs and fucking traffic lights.
Here's the thing. You guys know I'm not a football fan.
It's dumb, but people do it. So to prevent that, they coated the fucking poles in Crisco so they slide the fuck back down.
Why don't they just like wrap them in like thorns or something? That'd be
No, because that would be inhumane.
that'd be
would-
funny as shit.
It'd be funny as shit.
Barbed
I
wire.
bet you it's funny as
Yeah,
shit to watch
barbed
somebody,
wire.
because you know some retard tried it.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna try to fucking climb this pole. I know this Crisco, but I'm gonna try to climb this shit anyway. There's YouTube videos probably somewhere of somebody
You
trying
know,
to climb
some
that
people
shit.
probably turned it into a game too. See who can get the highest on the grease pole.
I mean, their fucking streets were packed. I mean, there was people everywhere.
You know the sad part, real quickly, about the games for the NFC and stuff, and AFC. You guys know I don't watch football and I don't really care about it. But when I heard Jacksonville was going against Patriots, I predicted to my workers who are at Shitty Kitty, who are all into it. I said, watch Jacksonville take the lead, go right up to the end, then fucking choke. You know why? Because they're Jacksonville from Florida.
That's what happened.
I still can't believe they're using Crisco like a motherfucker. Like, they are slathering the shit out of
Is it
these
like the
poles.
can or the bars, or is
can.
it like the
The can,
it's
jugs
really-
and they're spraying it on with a hose?
No, it's all...
They're using their hands and like they're fucking stroking a cock with Crisco.
A giant Nutella chef.
Looks like it's gonna-
No, it doesn't. Like it looks like you had a bunch of people nut all over the fucking poles in downtown Philly. So if you're walking, if any of you guys are right now got your headphones on, you have us talking in your ear as you're walking down the streets of Philadelphia, and you look and you see some of these poles that look like what we just saw, that's not jizz. That's straight up fucking Crisco put on there by your fucking
Crisco.
by your
It's not
local
jizz.
PD, huh?
How do you know it's not jizz?
Hey,
'Cause
unless
he's
you
a
got
nut connoisseur,
like
right?
some sicko ass out there that decided to like mix some of his nut on that fucking thing of Crisco.
That's a very determined man. If it's one man, all that the
Somebody's going
refractory
home tired
period.
and sore as shit.
Dick just fucking raw.
Boy, that shit, man.
Oh my
That
god.
shit looks so fucking bad. Like it looks like you don't definitely want to fucking touch it at all. You don't know what the fuck it is.
Shit.
You could buy Crisco at any store in the fucking area.
Only in Philadelphia. to any of our Philadelphia listeners that are out there. You didn't realize I was sitting there going through the metrics of the show a couple weeks ago. We actually got a few listeners out there in the Afghan region.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, howdy
I
ho
was
there,
very
neighbor.
surprised. I was like,
I know I've seen one when I was looking at the metrics once. We have one guy
There might be some.
in
no, like
France
they're growing.
listening.
Like I'm surprised. Like overseas,
probably
it's
some
actually
contractors.
growing. Like obviously the UK
Yeah.
over there, like
Yeah, 'cause
France.
They're
We
listening
had-
to
we
our
had
sexy
Ash
American
and-
accents.
We had
Hey,
Ash
Britain.
spreading us out over there for a while. So.
France and England are doing. They're growing. We have a couple out of Japan.
I'm really
in China.
surprised, honestly, people in France are listening to us and liking us, given how much shit we've given France.
And their metrics are staying there, so it's not like this is like a blip that happened
Yeah,
one week. This is a
no,
blip that
no,
stayed
once
there
done.
constantly through a few months now. So I'm like, we got people in Canada, Alaska, India.
India?
We have people in India. As many fucking people are in India.
I feel
One
really
of you
bad
fucking
about my
should be a
character
fucking
now.
listener, that's for sure.
Oh, you mean your racist ass monk in Dungeons and Dragons?
I don't know what
that
you're
was
talking
named
about.
Bishnu. And would talk like this. Thank you very much.
Okay, so any of our Indian listeners.
Oh,
Look, it's called role-playing, okay?
He is at Blue Diamond Band on Twitter.
listen. Like, I got something to say real quick. Like, switching topics. Like, my Dungeons and Dragons group, we played D&D on Thursdays. I've got the most unique set of players ever. I've got a gangster wizard. I
Who's
had
this gangster wizard?
Me,
Merc.
I'm black, bitch.
Is that your catchphrase for real?
Yeah. And he says motherfucker a lot.
Hey, I'm Samuel L. Jackson, a wizard.
A wizard, Samuel L. Jackson.
Yep. We had a super racist
Dilly
Indian
dilly,
dude,
bitch!
but he got. We had a guy who just would steal everything, steal the pants off if you let him.
He got.
He got. We got essentially a fire genie chick. Who, you ever watch Hercules, the Disney animated movie? She's essentially Hades, with the hair and everything. Like when she gets pissed off, her hair flares up. It's like, it's cool.
Oh, dear Lord.
And then we've got, you remember that Newgrounds or the skit, the Salad Fingers guy, the super creepy pasta looking motherfucker?
From...
It was one
Like
of the
Newgrounds or
videos.
Black Elephant or Black Albino Elephant or some
Back
shit
in
like
the
that.
infancy of the internet.
Like way back in the day, you know what I'm talking about? That little creepy guy. Well, we got a real creepy looking dude.
That does
You
really
got
creepy
Gollum.
shit.
We imagine Gollum, but like 7 foot tall,
Ooh,
with long black greasy hair.
Crisco.
Yeah, Crisco. Hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah.
So
Come
I've
on,
got
Crisco,
these.
pony up the dough.
I've got these ragtag sense of adventures that are literally just breaking and entering to people's houses and just calling it a fucking adventure. Like they find this dungeon that's immaculately clean, right? Normally a dungeon's abandoned, it's moldy, it's rotty. This place is sparkling clean, well lit. They off like a butler before he could say anything.
I did not off the butler. Okay.
Then they kill all these pets, and then they kill all the security sent, and then finally the guy who lives here is a real badass, and the party's caught off guard by this, and
Yeah, he's
they
not telling
begin
you
to
it's a
steal his
beholder.
shit. Like, the guy tells him, listen, fix the shit you broke, fix the shit you stole, and he's still waiting at the entrance. This is where the party stopped. But after he left, they began fucking looting his room. Like, he's gonna fucking notice that all his shit's gone, because he's sitting at the entrance waiting for you guys.
In Skyrim, they don't notice that they're missing all their plates and forks, okay?
I'll give you that. I mean, I'll give you that, but he's gonna notice all that fucking.
I mean, the lady may be making dinner, but she doesn't notice all her plates and forks are gone.
No, but she is gonna miss a fucking giant battle axe. She's gonna miss a giant staff. She's gonna miss fucking cloaks and shit like that.
She won't miss the potion because it'll be gone.
Oh, Christ. So, essentially, oh yeah, and at the very beginning of the game, the same party steals a cup from a blind man that had 2 gold pieces in it, goes around the corner, pretends to be blind so he can get more gold. He does like what was that Eddie Murphy movie where he's like a blind guy with no legs?
That's the coming. That's
Trading
what Money
Places.
Talks. Not Money Talks.
Trading
Places.
Trading Places.
Yeah.
So he's doing one of those like, hey, give me some money now. So yeah, that's the party I'm dealing with right now. Good time, good time.
Called adventuring, sir.
It's called breaking and entering. That's what it's called. Oh yeah, and one of them set a zombie plague upon the city that they're staying at. One of them kills a kid by accident, reses him as a zombie, and then sets him free.
Hey, sorry for killing you. I know this isn't the form you were promised for the rest of your life, but it's going to have to do.
Well, technically, unlife or undead life? I mean, I'm just saying.
To Ben, life is life.
It's moving, right? It's alive!
I didn't bring it back to life as a zombie.
No, but you did kill it. You did kill the kid initially.
By accident.
How do you kill him by accident?
He was using children as weightlifting equipment.
Look, the orphans have to learn skills, or had to learn skills. You know. Now,
What skill was he going to learn from that?
Dead weight. You were using him as a barbell, for Christ's sake. Essentially, he was trying to do a Goku type thing where he was trying to attach as much weights to his body so he gets stronger. Well, somebody cut off all the extra weight, so he had kids on each arm holding on to him, and then all the weights got cut off, so flung both kids up in the air because he failed his strength checks. And then he tried to catch them, and then he failed to catch them, and one of them snapped their neck on the landing.
Sounds like a winner chicken dinner.
Oh my god, it's so interesting. And they expect a reward at the end of it too. That's the best part. Like, we did good, right? No.
I want my reward.
You go to jail. We give you an express pass to jail. That is your reward. Oh my god. But these new characters, we've got McCary is now playing a paladin. So he's going to essentially be the policeman of the group. And then we've got Blue, who's a barbarian cat.
Yeah, giant cat
person.
barbarian.
He's like the Khajiit from Skyrim.
Oh, okay.
You get this done right now.
Yeah, he's going to
It'll
be doing
be
a
perfect.
lot of cat jokes.
I can't even help just roll my eyes.
Oh, Lord. Well, speaking of rolling your eyes, I know this is the most terrible segue that I've ever done, but villagers from
No,
this
you've
village
done a lot of terrible segues.
found this frozen meteor and put it in a fridge. Turned out it was airplane poop.
Awesome.
They did a little Joe Dirt right there.
Wait, what?
These people found this meteor thinking it was a meteor.
Where at? What state?
Let's see.
It was like another country.
It was another country.
I was about to say there was like a
India.
meteorite that hit in Michigan or something.
India. Again, so all of our Indian listeners, that is not a meteor. It's frozen poop.
Oh shit! A lady in 2016 got hit in the head
By a
and
meteor.
had a severe head injury after she was hit by a football-sized chunk of poop.
There was actually someone hit by an actual meteor in their bed in the head and survived in the early 1900s.
Does the plane flush it out the,
Yeah,
out the back?
when you're in the air and you flush the toilet, it ejects from the plane.
No, it
but
holds
you're
in a tank until a certain
Yeah, I was
point.
about to say, it can't just like eject it
No,
out of the plane.
Mythbusters actually did that on the show. Like, they showed, like, it has 3 safety systems that have to fail for it to come out. So it's unlikely, but it does happen.
I'd hate to be the kid that's playing in the backyard and get hit in the head.
Look, I found a blue rock, Daddy!
with a thing of fucking shit.
Now he has herpes.
What if your kid said, Dad, a meteor just hit the fucking ground? You would not think poop. Okay? You would think it came from fucking space. Even if you watch it smoke in.
I've seen meteorites come down. They tend to burn and explode.
Yeah, there's not a fucking explosion if it's just like a little hole in
It doesn't explode on impact. It
Yeah,
explodes in the fucking
You hear
sky.
that bitch
When it's like coming 22,000 miles an hour, yeah, it explodes on impact.
Yeah, in the atmosphere.
On the ground, too.
It doesn't explode like a fucking grenade. It's gonna leave
It's
a
called
crater.
kinetic force, sir. It
It'll leave a
explodes.
crater,
Have
yeah.
you never seen fucking Superman?
Oh, are we basing scientific fact on a fucking movie?
No.
No, we're basing it on
Oh,
comic
on
books.
the comic book. My
Okay?
bad. Fucking the proper.
Meteorites
Everything makes more
documents.
sense when you
Yes,
when you put it-
meteorites give superpowers. Haven't you ever heard of Captain Marvel? Damn it.
I thought Captain Marvel got his powers from a.
Her.
Wasn't there a boy Captain Marvel?
Yes, but I think that's technically Shazam. No?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of, like, copyright infringement with DC and Marvel.
Captain
Oh, yeah.
Marvel.
The original Captain Marvel is now Shazam. Was started by Marvel, then was given to DC because that was their way of...
Yeah, but
Ripping off
it's no
Superman.
longer Captain Marvel. It's Miss
No, it's
Marvel.
now... Yeah, well, that's just it. They changed Miss Marvel back to Captain Marvel because they can use that name now, technically, legally. But
Yeah.
it's still Miss Marvel.
Well, fucking make it more confusing.
Well, when Superman came out,
'Cause when
that
the movie
bitch was fucking loud.
Well, that's one of the movies for,
Oh,
like,
okay.
Phase
That's good to
5.
fucking know.
So.
Yeah.
So I'll just fucking put a shitload of speakers by our house and fucking Independence Day that. Boom!
Yes, exactly.
If it happens that way,
Bruce Willis knows about meteorites.
Oh my god. I saw a funny fucking thing on the internet the other day.
Really? Something funny on the internet?
I know, right? It's so fucking rare. Anyway, I've been for some reason been watching 2 things on the net, like a motherfucker, and I don't know why. I've been
Midgets
watching
and what?
boot videos, like people illegally booting cars.
I thought you said boo videos, and I was like,
I don't understand why it's so fascinating.
You mean them trying to steal a car that's like state or police controlled, essentially? And
No,
get
they just
caught?
do it to fucking be dickheads. Like, they're just booting fucking cars and they get caught by police and shit. And then just seeing, like, their fucking, oh shit, I got caught face is fucking priceless. And then the other things I've been watching is Bad Neighbors. It's like these compilation videos of Bad Neighbors. So, the one I saw most recently made me laugh is the guy is a pretty chill neighbor from what you can see. Before he goes to work every morning, he lets his car idle for a little bit so it warms up, and then he goes about his merry way. Well, the neighbor is like not having none of that, saying you always leave your car idling, and then you can hear the car idling. It's not loud.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a fucking Civic. You know, it's not loud at all. And the guy's like, lady, chill the hell out. I'm just leaving my car idle. It's not like I'm a shitty neighbor or anything. I don't talk to you. I don't piss you off. I don't bother you. I do this so my car's warm so I can fucking go to work. And the lady's like, just fucking nag. And like, it's like, he fast forwards the clip, but it like, she nags him for like an hour.
Yeah.
You know, just so he can prove a point. So he calls all his friends, which are drift car racers and supercar enthusiasts. So they drive through his neighborhood and they rev the fuck out of their fucking engines in front of their house. Like exhaust popping and shit like that.
Yeah.
Some of them sounding like gunfire. So the lady thinks she's getting fucking shot, like drive-by. She fucking calls the cops. Cops come over. It's like, we've heard reports of gunfire, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, it's just this dude's exhaust. And, like, of course the cop's not going to believe him. So the guy's like, hit it, see what happens. And the cop's like, holy fuck, that thing's loud. And this happened for, like, hours and hours and hours and hours. You know, of course they fast-forward it because I'm not going to sit there and watch just, you know, the play-by-play. I like to skim it. I just thought that was funny. Like, you know, neighbors getting back.
They need to fucking videotape Ed and his old fucking neighbor.
The guy from across the
The guy from across the street, yeah. Fuck that asshole.
Well, another funny story that I saw was these two people, I guess they live in the city. One person lives above, one person lives below. And part of their contract or lease or agreement or whatever says that you can't block, because they share a driveway, saying you can't block the driveway. So you have to leave at least one lane open because it's a dual driveway. You can't block the driveway. So the guy says, listen, I'm going to give you 3 warnings. After the 3rd one, I'm going to take some drastic action. The lady's like, whatever, fuck you. I'll fucking do whatever. But she moves the car.
Yeah.
So he waits 3 times, documents all 3 times, and then he's like, well, they didn't want to fucking listen to the rules. So he gets in his fucking big old jacked up fucking truck, runs over the fucking car, over and over and over. And then other people, obviously, in the fucking neighborhood notice this. So they're like, hey, can I do that? Sure! So another guy gets his truck and starts running over. And then all the kids in the neighborhood is like, can we help smash up that car? And he's like, sure! He gives them all hammers and fucking hatchets and shit. And they fucking begin destroying this car.
What's left of the car, you mean?
Like, oh yeah, like by the end of it, it's just a husk of a car. And the lady now is, putting charges on the people that did that. But in the end, who really won here? Like, who do you think won at the end of the day?
To say the person that obviously doesn't have to worry about the driveway being blocked right now. Short-term victory, sir. Lawsuits takes years.
The car for it.
Yeah, the kids. Because they can't prosecute.
That's true.
The kids got to destroy a car today.
Yep. And get away with it.
Would you let your kid destroy a car?
No.
No?
No.
Even if you had express permission?
You know, there's actually a place I know in Iowa, like you can pay to go in and then destroy anything you want. They even have like full cars there.
Would you do that?
Like they say it's the best stress reliever ever.
Go into one of those destructive
It was like
rooms?
when I was in high school. They had at the end of the year they had a field
Car
day.
you could destroy?
Yeah,
and
they used to bring in like an old car from a junkyard
Over at Pinecrest?
and you had sledgehammers, and you pay like $1 or $2, and you get like 5 swings per dollar or something like that, or whatever it was. So we abused I remember going through like $20 at that fucking thing. We're trying to bust every fucking thing off that car that we could.
Oh, God. Why do we like destroying things as a people?
Stressful.
Because it's a great stress reliever. It's fun.
Is it, though?
I mean, I've destroyed my own shit before, and yeah, it's fun.
Do you
Like,
feel
you
better?
feel better. I'm like,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't.
Ask Bronze to see how he felt. If he felt better after having to replace his fucking headset.
Oh, you know he felt better after, like,
After he
broke.
bought the new one?
After it broke, he instantly felt better from the anger of the game.
Oh, Lord. And then he was mad at himself.
I got to spend money to go get another one.
Did he?
So, what is it?
No, you're just
Well,
I'm
going to
saying
the skit.
now you're angry for a completely different reason.
While you've been watching your Bad Neighbor videos and you have been watching all your football, I've been watching the Barrett Jackson auction from Scottsdale.
The fuck is that?
The big super auction where like rare cars are sold.
Oh, the cars auction.
Yeah, like the important one, let's just say.
Oh, okay.
They've done 278 million in sales.
Yeah.
Yes, and the top winner so far was a pretty rare 1965 Ferrari GTB, sold for 8.8 million.
Damn. A car that I will never have. Joy.
Money that I would.
Interesting thing though, like I watch, but I don't necessarily watch to see that or the muscle cars or the newer fancy Ferraris or stuff. Like I'm looking just to see like what's practical, if you will. One of the things that caught my eye on the first day was a 2012 Jaguar XKE. Had a one-off combination for the interior color in the exterior. Mm-hmm. So it was the only one to like. It was fully loaded, convertible model with the V12 engine. $8,500. That car was almost $100,000 when it came out brand new.
Yeah, but Jaguars are shit.
I mean, it's a luxury car. And no, they don't.
They break
No,
all
vintage
fucking,
Jaguars break.
All Jaguars are Jaguars. Or
Jaguars.
Jaguars.
Gotta
As
say
our
it.
British people say.
Yes, Jaguars.
They say it correctly.
Speak
Jaguars.
English, not American.
Jaguars.
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 This is Jaguar, motherfucker.
It's not pronounced as a Jaguar.
But
Look, that's how I pronounce it. It's a fucking Jaguar.
no,
they still
for
break in pieces
a
of shit.
while, if I remember right, Jaguar was owned by Ford.
They were owned by Ferrero
Jaguar.
Rocher.
They were owned by Ford for a while, and that really improved their engineering and reliability.
They're still pieces of shit.
And that's after the
Oh,
period.
however, if Jaguar wants to sponsor us, I'll more than happy to change my tone.
Yes.
Jaguar.
Jaguar.
I don't hear fucking people pronouncing the fucking football team. Whoa, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I
The
bet
Jaguars.
you in England they say it.
The
Yeah,
fuck?
in England they do.
It's a Jaguar.
It's Jaguar.
Jag fucking wire.
Jag fucking
Jag
wire?
fucking
Jag
wire.
fucking wire.
That sounds like a fucking
Yes.
excellent fantasy name.
The Jag
My name's
fucking wire.
Jack fucking wire.
Why?
Like a fucking superhero name.
But no, I thought there was
Name
like.
of Jag fucking wire.
But let's be honest, if you could drive around in a one-off, one-of-a-kind car like that for that price, can't tell me that's not a good value overall. I mean,
No, I can. Easily.
really?
Yeah, it's a Jaguar.
Ah.
Anyway, I need to get another drink. They probably need to get some snacks, so we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Hello, everybody.
Woo! Welcome back!
Oh, fucking, someone cranked it to fucking 11. Yes. We're looking at the sound waves, and it's like, Spike! So, guys, got a couple games coming out this week.
Yep.
I'm fucking excited for. One of them, obviously. The second one, I'm excited, but I know I'm not going to get for a while. First one, Monster Hunter.
Yep, looks good.
Oh, my God.
I get mine a few days late, but I'm looking forward to that one.
Oh, my God, it's so good. Like, there was an open beta for it. I played both of them.
There's a couple of different betas and stuff.
Well, I played the most recent one. And the Ner Gigante, which is the Elder Dragon, it's like this spiky fucking dragon. Oh my god, such a fucking dick rip. You only had 15 minutes to kill this guy, too.
Oh, wow.
Oh, dude, I can't tell you how fucking close we got him. Like, we got him to the final fucking stage. He's fucking trying to run away. He goes to sleep. We set the bombs. We're doing all the damage, and then fucking time runs out. Oh, my god. That game is so good and so infuriating. But I have found my weapon. It's the Bug Lance. The Bug Staff. It is the fucking godsend weapon.
The bug staff?
Yeah, it's a dual-bladed lance. It's got a blade on each side.
Yeah,
And then there's also a bug on your wrist that you can use to help you attack and stuff like that, too. And the premise behind it is very agile class. You can actually pole vault off of the staff and, like, do flips over the dragons or monsters or whatever, slashing attacks and stuff. But the thing is, it's very combo heavy. So, like, if you do your opener for the hit, like, you're only going to do 1, 2 damage. But once you start getting your combos up, you'll start doing 20, 20, 20, 80, 80, 80, 80, 100, 100, 100, 100. You got to keep stacking your meter for your weapon. And it's a great agile class, but if you fuck up your combos, you're not going to do diddly worth of damage, you know?
Yeah.
Or if you get hit by the enemy, all that meter progression goes away, and then you got to start all over again.
Yeah, that's why I like the Jawbone.
So,
Sorry.
it's a great fun class, and I become a fucking rodeo cowboy master. I'd be riding all those fucking beasts and savage animals, stabbing away. What did you guys get to play the beta at all?
I didn't play the most
We
recent. I played
didn't play the
first
recent one. We played the one before that.
two. Yeah.
Which classes did you like? Which weapon? did you
Jawbone
choose?
sword for me.
The Buster Blade.
Yeah, real fast. There's a couple of different weapons. I tried them all. There's the like metal sword axe combination thing, but ultimately I liked the giant jawbone, just plain sword. Very Dark Souls-ish to begin with, but just very straightforward and simple, and allows me to just charge in aggressively my style. You know.
Yeah, charge that attack though.
Yeah. On top of that, there's a YouTube channel where they like a blacksmithing thing where they make like anime and video game style weapons in real life, and they made the jawbone sword from the Monster Hunter world in there.
Okay.
And
So you said 3 games you were looking forward to. That's one. What's the other 2?
I said 2 games.
Oh,
he
I thought you
said
said
2.
3. What's the other one?
The Dragon Ball Z
Dragon
game.
Ball.
There was the
It's Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Fighter Z or something. Yeah,
It looks really good.
it does look good.
There's a game I'm looking forward to, and I know nobody else here is probably going to get it, but I'm
What
still
is
going
it?
to get it. The new Metal Gear game.
Metal Gear.
Oh. The
Survivor.
developer of the game had to apologize to
Apologize.
everybody
Yeah.
because it's not a Metal Gear game.
I know what it
It
is.
just carries that fucking title.
The thing about the game that I don't, because I seen it right, and I was this close to actually buying it because I like the wave zombie survival thing.
I'm going to get it.
The zombie AI is stupid.
I'm going to get it.
Like-
Like it's worse than Call of Duty Zombie.
Still getting it.
No, they literally like they show you a path where the zombies go, and you can put a little fence there and block the zombies, and they won't go around. Like they'll just stay.
I'm
Like
still getting it.
you ever watch those memes and stuff like border
Yeah.
patrol, safety, security, and it's like a little fucking fence in the middle of a fucking desert. Well, those zombies will go towards that little checkpoint. Like,
You know what's bad is this is what happens to Konami after Kojima's gone.
it's funny.
I
But
was wondering
true.
why, like, because I might be there with you, Mark. I think about getting it as well, but it's definitely just a game that is just there to carry on the Metal Gear name. It has nothing to do with Metal Gear itself, but it's there to sell a few
It
more
looks like
copies
fun.
because it's got the Metal Gear name on it.
No, don't get me wrong. I was watching the video and gameplay of it. It's interesting, but
And I
it
like
doesn't.
base building.
It
so-
doesn't tell. There's
Yeah,
not
base
much.
Yeah,
base
there's
building.
no
You
story
can't
there.
up-
There's
you
no
can't upgrade the base.
espionage.
You can upgrade the base, but there's not like Fortnite where you can build
I
your
know.
own fucking base.
I know.
Yeah.
You can upgrade the shit out of it.
There's no tactical espionage action, so it's not Metal Gear.
Well, I mean, technically, it is Mother Base that gets fucking swallowed.
It's bullshit. They're just reusing graphics because it's cheap and easy. Excuse me. I like
It
It
works
comes,
out.
it comes out when, like February 20th,
It doesn't matter.
Something like that, yeah.
It's crap.
and then Shadow of the Colossus comes out, I think, the week after or the
I know
week
you're
before.
excited about that.
Yeah,
I'm like, eh.
I love
I
the
got
original.
monsters to fucking kill.
I love the original Shadow of the Colossus.
We got monsters to kill.
The remaster one, yeah, I'm definitely in there for that.
What, Dark Souls?
No, Shadow
What
of the
was that,
Colossus.
Oh, Shadow Colossus, yeah.
What was that Ico game that you fucking want? You got the.
I got all of
Last
his games,
Guardian?
dude. I got Ico or Ico. I've got
Is that
Ico's
all
a
the
good
same
one,
universe or no?
I've got well, that and Shadow of the Colossus.
Yes, that and Shadow Colossus are same universe.
But
Last Guardian?
The Last Guardian is not.
Not same universe. No.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't really care for the Last Guardian. Though.
Yeah, Last Guardian was like
What do you mean? The
Sony's
game that
version.
was fucking being delayed for 10
Yeah,
years?
That was Sony's version of Duke Nukem Forever.
I just it came out and I was kind of like I was playing through it and I was like,
I had Mighty Number 9. You had Last Guardian. So
What was my game? Did I have a game?
when?
that like you were hyped about that you were disappointed with.
No, my game was fucking Homeworld Remastered, and it was fucking everything I wanted and more.
Yeah, I still have yet to play that.
Yeah, you did.
I think it's
Yeah,
talking
you
about
played with me. We downloaded the fucking.
Oh yeah,
Gundam
that's
mod.
right, Zaku's.
Yeah, we
You
had-
tried coming at me with a wave of space fighters, and I fought you off with one Zaku.
which is horseshit. Which is fucking utter horseshit. One fucking Gundam should be
Not a
fucking
Gundam, a
squadron.
Zaku.
Whatever. One robot man shouldn't be able to fucking destroy a fleet of fucking fighters.
And Merc's laughing because it's a Zaku. What he didn't
Yeah,
know
I
is
like Zaku's.
I had 9 more going around to the spaceship.
Bullshit.
You know Xeon's my shit. So.
Uh-huh.
I love Xeon.
Bullshit. It's bullshit.
I didn't use a Gundam the whole time.
That had you all interested in Zaguzo after that.
Yeah.
What's great is, too, was the animations. You could zoom in on the fight, and the Zaku's were doing maneuvers like in the show, like split firing between the legs backwards and shit.
Yeah. The guy who made the mod was really fucking talented.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a fucking game that I waited fucking months and years and shit, and it was a fucking huge letdown.
See, I'm a Squaresoft fan, so I'm used to waiting years for
I've
games.
gotten duped and deceived like Colonial Marines.
Yeah, a lot of people got duped and deceived.
This fucker right here.
Hey, you were right there with me. You went to the conference. You watched the footage. They lied to you about the footage.
I was duped.
See,
They pulled the old switcheroo.
I was duped at the fucking convention, dude. I was like you go and the fucking the booth is like they got a big ass fucking alien there in the front of the booth. Mm-hmm. You can take pictures and all that stuff with. I think they had like like an indoor booth that's fucking decorated all out for fucking aliens, and you're just there in the fucking alien moment when you're playing this game. I was like, wait, what I fucking got and what I played are not the same fucking thing.
One of these
what the
things
fuck
is
were you
not
hiding? I
like
was
the
like,
other.
is this something that you were working on the side and it's like, let's just give them this?
You know,
And then what you delivered was like what they are actually working on. I was like, you bunch of fucktards.
you know, Fox Next has actually announced they started working on another Aliens game to follow
I
up
don't give a
Isolation.
fuck. I will not fucking buy it.
Isolation was a good game.
Look, the last fucking Alien game, well, I don't even consider it an Alien game, that I actually enjoyed was Alien vs. Predator.
Yeah.
But
Alien
that was
vs.
it.
Predator? What was that one again? Was that the real-time strategy game?
No,
Well,
that
there's
was the
lots-
360 multiplayer game. Like, you got somebody was an
Yeah.
alien, somebody was the Predator, and you guys got to fucking hunt each other. And each of them have their own different fucking tactics and shit.
See, I remember that
think you
Alien
had
vs.
the
Predator
Marines, too.
has
Marines
had
in
lots
there.
of
You could be a
games.
Marine.
Oh, the Marines who got butt fucked all the time.
Yeah, you could
They
be a
had the
Marine,
motion
you could be an
sensor.
alien. Yeah.
And they're like, fucking
I used to fucking love that game,
Predators
dude.
go
We used to.
invisible.
It was us that played that shit, wasn't it? It was all
Yeah.
of us that fucking played
Well, I
the hell
didn't
out of
play it, but
I played it.
I didn't buy it because that was when I was with like a Call of Duty clan back at COD 4. So
Ew.
yeah,
But yeah, I just
Listen, the new Call of Duty is good.
eh.
It is. Don't you fucking...
Yeah, it's more.
As much as
campaign
fucking
was
Nugget Renee-
campaign was pretty good.
Well, they know how to produce a good campaign now, but I'm sorry, it's still copy and paste.
Yeah, a lot of just different fucking opinions with what some of you guys consider good and what you guys consider bad.
Listen, Gears of War's had some pretty shitty fucking titles.
Yeah,
We've had one.
we've had two.
Name the two.
Gears 3 and Judgment.
Oh, punch you in the face for saying Gears 3 was fucking bad.
Not two.
No.
Two was amazing.
Judgment was the only one out of the entire
4 was
fucking
pretty
group.
shitty.
How fucking dare you?
No.
No. multiplayer, okay.
You were the one that gave it the shitty review.
I gave it a shitty
You
review
gave
on the
it a
fucking
shitty-
multiplayer end.
you
The
gave it a shitty
campaign
review.
was fucking awesome.
Gave it
3
a
was
Campaign
terrible.
was fucking
You
awesome.
gave it a shitty...
The campaign on all the fucking Gears games except for Judgment was fucking awesome.
The X Factor gave it
Yeah,
a shitty
look, Factor?
review.
As a independent campaign, Gears 3 was good. As someone who didn't read like the 4 novels that came out in between and understood why they were suddenly living on a carrier out in the water and stuff and Lambits, Gears 3 was a horrible story. A lot of people did not know what the hell was going on.
They
They made that same mistake with Halo 4.
If you're a
to
true
Halo
Gears
5.
fan,
Can't say...
Look,
you're a true
no,
Gears fan.
shut
you
up.
know what the
Look,
fuck's going
if
on.
you're a true Gears fan, you do know what the fuck is going on because one, you played the first game, you got introduced to the world. Then you went on to the second game.
Good, I hope the
From
fucking
there-
game would introduce you to the world.
From there, they spawned off into novels and comic books, and I followed both of them.
But the problem is
that's
that's a
follow the comics.
Yes.
And not, why don't
you
just
don't
like the
have
game?
to. It's an expansion of the actual fucking of the
But-
world,
and that's the
It's
problem.
like Star Wars and any other fucking sci-fi Mass Effect. It's like
Yeah.
any of those sci-fi fucking fantasy worlds.
and that's
Their
the problem,
expansion
though, 'cause-
goes far beyond the movies or the games themselves. You cannot tell me they don't. You haven't read none of the fucking Star Wars books, and they're like, and they don't shed a light into a lot of what the fucking movies do not show.
All right, you're right about
No,
that.
but You're
But
wrong.
the Gears
You're
universe
wrong.
How?
is small.
Because whenever you play a game or anything Star Wars, it gives you, okay, listen up. This is the world we live in. This is the shit that's going down. Fucking buckle up your seats, bucko. It's gonna be a wild ride. Okay?
But stuff in between. The books and all that fill in those gaps, do they not?
At the beginning of the game, it tells you what the fuck's
Now,
going
how
on.
many casual gamers that play Gears of War because it's a shooter that's fun?
Gears is not a casual game.
Yes,
Let's get that out the way.
No, there are
No, it's
plenty
not.
of people.
You just said it was!
Gears is a hardcore game.
Gears 4 is a casual game
No,
for
it's not.
casual players.
No, it's not.
You, KOD, X Factor said it.
How the fuck can you categorize Gears of War as a casual game? That is not geared towards the casual audience whatsoever.
Your multiplayer review of Gears of War 4 said the multiplayer was terrible. It was tailored towards casual game players. The squeakers, if I fucking remember it correctly.
Yeah.
No.
That's what
That's
you
what
said.
it came out of your fucking mouth.
That's the generalization of
Brown
what came out.
Look,
The problem is-
that may be the case. That may be what they're trying to grasp of. They may be trying to grasp that casual audience, which is not what that game's for.
But that's where their money is.
No, how? How many games? How many hardcore games?
Selling
have
to the
gone-
mass is where they make their money.
Listen,
Gears started
You know
as a
that.
hardcore
Dark
game.
Souls and Cuphead are the only actual hardcore games that have ever succeeded.
Ever. Unfortunately, yes.
Ever.
Even Final Fantasy Tactics is... I love it. It's
Gears,
amazing.
Halo,
but it's a flop.
those are not fucking casual games.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
Dude, yes, they are.
They are.
What is your definition of a casual game?
A game you can pick
Call
up
of
and
Duty.
play. Would you think Overwatch is a casual game?
No, that's a
Yeah.
hardcore.
No, that's
No,
a
it's not.
casual
It's a
game.
casual game.
There are people who only play Overwatch. Because they're not gamers. They're not hardcore gamers. They're casual gamers.
There's people who literally just play, oh, I'm going to play a couple matches Overwatch and be done. Now,
Ca-
there's people, you can take anything and make it
casual games to
professional
me
and hardcore.
Or like Mario, Zelda. To me, those are games that can't.
Zelda's way more hardcore than fucking
bull
Gears of
fucking
War.
shit. That is nothing but a fucking cat.
The
Those
lore
games right
behind
there are
Zelda
fucking
itself
casual.
is we could cover over 5 podcasts
Listen.
and not finish.
Breath of the Wild compared to Gears of War 4,
I watched it.
Don't you fucking say it.
Yeah.
Don't you fucking say it.
Legend of Zelda's
Don't
way
you
more
fucking say it.
hardcore.
Mario Odyssey
done
is
talking to
more
you.
hardcore
No,
than
okay.
Gears.
Here, let's do a side-by-side comparison. All right, let's take this. Let's just take the best parts of Gears, which is the story and the campaign.
No, don't
compared to
discount the
Legend of
fucking
Zelda.
multiplayer, especially of the first 2 games.
What about the war?
Do
We're
not
talking
discount those.
apples to apples, motherfucker. We're talking about Gears of War 4 and Legend of Zelda.
No, you can't take one game. Take the franchises as a
Okay,
whole.
we'll take the whole fucking series then of Legend of Zelda, which is like what 20 games?
30 plus years.
Okay.
Of almost 100
What
titles.
does years have anything to do with?
Almost 100 titles.
Then what's the problem with taking one game out of each series then?
So you're
That's
gonna
the same argument you're making. It's like,
No,
what
it's
does
not.
the series got to do with it? How many years have you been playing the game? What does that got to do with it? No, you're trying to compare.
Let's just compare lore. Gears of War lore versus Zelda lore. How much detail, how much expanse, how much...
A lot. Have you read the books?
Oh, I have them in my shelf over
Okay,
there.
round up. This is I could literally do a 30-second lore video on Gears of War. All right, you've got this planet. Boom,
No,
colonized by
wait,
humans.
wait,
No.
Alright, here it is. There's the COG, the Coalition of Order Governments, versus the, I believe why they call them Indies or whatever, the Independent Union. They had this big 70-plus year-long attrition of war until the discovery of a new power source
can't talk
changes
to them anymore.
everything.
Period.
Is he wrong?
Period.
Is he wrong?
I cannot fucking
Because
talk to him.
you know how I know all this?
Is he wrong?
Where
Is he
Dom,
wrong?
where,
Is he wrong?
where
Is he
Marcus
wrong?
becomes dishonored and left his post at, before getting in trouble looking for his father and stuff, which is known from the games, but in the book, he left his post and became a hero in the same scenario, rescuing Dom in his first special operations mission, which is where they got the Hammer of Dawn weapon stolen from the Indies.
Is he wrong?
What's that smile factor?
Nope.
What is he nailing the fucking lore right?
Dom used to love watching the coal train on the field. Matter of fact, they were listening to the game going into the mission.
Nope.
Oh, it sounds like he's fucking right.
Okay, so
Dom was on a boat with the scientists who they were supposed to kill.
No,
who
no.
developed.
Let's make this quick. You got people fighting people.
Yeah.
Underground
And-
people,
no.
and even underground people.
No, underground people
Please.
were there.
sounds like
but-
a pretty in-depth story if you fucking hear me. Now, go on.
Oh, I'm just skimming over the facts. The big hero moment for when he rescues Dom.
So how does this discount it as a hardcore game?
Oh no, it doesn't discount it, but
I
it's
mean, that's what
not.
you're trying to fucking tell
It's
me.
not a
How
hardcore
discounted
game.
it is.
It's not a
casual
hardcore game. It's made to sell to the masses.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
Technically, every game is made to sell to the masses because that's the more copies they sell, the more money they make, and that's what they're in the business of.
They're all about making money, boo. So what makes Gears of War a hardcore game? Tell me, what does it make? What's so hardcore about Gears of War? Because it got war in the title? Yeah.
No, because they're big buff guys and big buffs.
Yeah, let's work out.
Yeah!
To me, anything that, especially with the first, especially with the first two games, especially when it had its multiplayer following and it had the competitive nature. Anything that has like a competitive nature, as far as like Gears, Counter-Strike, any of those type of fucking games.
They're not hardcore games.
Yes, they
though.
fucking are.
Do they have a casual setting?
Huh?
Do they have a non-ranked gameplay mode?
All of them do.
Then they're not competitive. Like they're not like hardcore.
So because
Wow, he's got a lot of Gears of War books.
because they have a casual mode in the actual game itself, it's considered not a hardcore game at all. Mm-hmm. No, it's not at all.
No.
Anything that has a competitive nature to it, like that, anything that you can play competitively in
Checkers, hardcore
in
mode.
any
Let's
kind
do
of,
this.
in any kind of environment, especially when it comes to esports and anything like that. To me, it's considered is a hardcore game.
It's-
You
I
can
will
make
give them
anything competitive, and you can
no,
make
no.
without argument.
There's only
yes.
certain ones
No,
that you can
you
classify
can literally
into
make
that.
any game
Gears is
hardcore
one of
with
those.
that.
Rainbow Six, one of those. Anything
See,
of that
I don't
nature,
consider it just because of the competitive nature hardcore.
that has a lot to do with it.
That
The
has
competitive
something to
nature
do
has
with
a
it, but
lot
not
to do
all
whether
of
it's a hardcore or casual game, because that competitive nature is what keeps people coming back and back and back and playing those games over and over again for years on end. I played Gears for probably since the very first fucking game.
What's the name of Dom's older brother?
Why the fuck you asking me these damn questions?
You should know. You're the Gears guy.
Put the fucking books down. I do like the hardback book. All I got is these fucking soft ones, but I like the hardback ones.
Anyway, listen. I will
But
say
anything you can play to a competitive nature.
Me,
especially
I don't know
checkers
my
environment.
play
Gears war.
checkers in a fucking competitive nature. There's
And-
checkers
and
tournaments.
you
Do you
don't-
think that's a
and you don't
hardcore
take-
game?
What, checkers?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, it's not. It's a
chess.
fucking casual
Chess is
game.
about as hardcore as you can fucking be.
I didn't say chess. I said checkers.
Are they not like in the same fucking atmosphere?
No, they're not even in the same
Chess
league.
and checkers. Yeah, I'm not saying they're the same fucking game. No, they're not. But they're played competitively in the same fucking
Monopoly.
light.
Competitive Monopoly. Hardcore.
How many teeth have you fucking knocked out in Monopoly before?
One.
How many friendships have you lost in Monopoly?
5.
Monopoly before?
I've never lost in friendship.
Monopoly's fucking hardcore when it comes to that sense.
No,
You've hurt family members' feelings in that game. You fucking. How many times have you flipped the board upside down and had to pick pieces up afterwards?
How many houses and hotels
How many controllers have you
lost?
broken in fucking Call of Duty?
None in
I've
Call
never
of
broken a
Duty.
controller.
I've broken 2 controllers in Gears
You have
before.
anger issues. so-
No.
All right. There, quick controller count. I've broken 3 controllers in Call of Duty 4 originally. I broke 5 in Modern Warfare 2. I broke 1 during the first month of Modern Warfare 3 launch before I got rid of it.
You
Yeah.
guys are some angry people.
I have broken a controller in Gears of War 2 Horde mode on
How the
Insane.
fuck do you break a controller in Horde?
Insane. I got
I don't
real.
give a fuck. Like,
Look, when you make it to wave,
regardless.
when you're on wave 49, and like
Yeah.
it falls apart, you get pissed.
Done that.
Yeah.
But I don't get like I've gotten angry to the point where I'm playing competitively against other people, and I've gotten up and I've walked over to my window, lifted the fucking window up, and took my controller and slucked that bitch out.
Oh no, I like broke the plastic
Why?
on my
Why
controller.
would you guys
I've
do
never
that?
done any of that. I break
You-
controllers through normal wear and tear.
Ask Merc. I broke my
smashed a couple.
first HD TV over Infamous.
I broke my computer chair, my old fucking computer chair for fucking playing Gears.
That wasn't from rage. That was from this. Buddy.
No, that had nothing to do with it. Like, I remember just fucking getting up, and I literally punched my fucking chair to where that shit fucking came down, never came the fuck back up. And I was like, the fuck? And I got angry, and I fucking slammed my hand down again, and the armrest fucking fell the fuck off and broke. I had to get rid of the fucking chair.
You guys are some angry people. Have you considered counseling?
The very first Infamous game on the PS3.
Hardcore, sir.
Like,
hardcore counseling. We're gonna fucking get rid of your anger like a motherfucker.
The very first Infamous game on the PS3, I broke my TV over because I was trying to do something way further in advance. No, I can tell you because
broken a TV.
My son.
Merc can tell you because I kept the
Homie's broken a couple TVs.
Merc can tell you because I kept the TV for like 2 years. Like when we moved into our first apartment place together, I still had it as a reminder of not to get that angry again.
Why do you guys get so angry? Listen, this is.
And it was that moment, like I threw my controller, and I remember in slow mo watching it.
Make sure he's listening to
go.
this.
I threw it. I remember watching it in slow motion, spinning, going right to the center of the TV, and thinking, "Oh shit."
I remember I had fucking 4 Xbox 360 controllers, and I played Gears, and I got so fucking angry that I just literally, like, just casually, like, stood up from my chair, walked to my fucking window. I remember just lifting the window up, walking ever so peacefully and quiet back to my TV, picking my controller up, and so casually and nonchalantly walking back to the window, taking the controller, looking at it, flipping it up, and then catching it on the fucking brim, whoop, out the fucking window. And I remember watching that bitch fucking shatter in the fucking road, and I left that bitch there. Closed the window, went back to my chair, and grabbed another fucking controller.
No, was it?
Must be nice.
What's bad is that was my first like high definition TV, a 720 like LCD, and
That's
the
back
one,
when the controllers were like $40. Now they're fucking like $80 a fucking pop.
or an Elite controller.
It makes you think a little bit more about it. Like if I broke my Elite controller,
Yeah.
I fucking nope.
No.
Like I'll literally like just turn the Xbox off. I'm like,
What was it? I gave
I need to masturbate furiously.
I gave Merc the TV I bought after I broke that one. I gave to Merc.
That's how baby number 3. That's how baby number 3 was made.
no,
We need to relieve some stress and anger.
no.
Kids go to bed. Dad, it's 4 o'clock.
Kids, go to bed or else.
Man, I didn't mean any of that I just said. If you happen to be listening at all,
That's right. He's looking forward to kid number 3.
Listen. I don't take away from the fact that games like Overwatch and games
Or
like,
very competitive.
are competitive games. I'll give you that. 100. I will never take away the fact that they're competitive.
Yeah,
but saying that they're hardcore games,
It's
no.
not a game that's hard to master.
Like, let's take it like this. Does
Okay.
Gears of War have a difficulty setting?
PUBG.
PUBG, no.
No,
To
it's
me,
not.
it's
It's a
not.
casual
It's like a
game.
very casual game. It's not hard to master.
Is there a difficult setting on Gears of War? Can you change the difficulty in the game?
Yes.
Yes.
Any game that you can control the difficulty of, I believe, is a casual game.
But you guys just said that like.
And I'm
games
sorry,
like
but
PUBG are not
and
casual or
PUBG
casual games. They don't have a difficulty. setting
PUBG,
at all.
It's just a
Overwatch,
straight
Rainbow
multiplayer
Six.
game.
Yeah, exactly. Same
Yeah.
with Overwatch.
And the thing with that is that
It's just a straight multiplayer game.
It's
It's a game you can casually play with your friends, and it has a competitive scene to it, yes.
but that doesn't make it a
But
hardcore
listen,
game.
this is what I consider to be hardcore games.
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls, there's no slider for that. There's just literally, off the gate, it's fucking hard.
They don't even tell you
bullet
how to
hell
play the
games.
game. I mean,
What?
Bullet hell games. You ever see those? The ones where, like, you're a ship or you're a person and there's just bullets everywhere.
yeah, like the old style arcade
the old
shooters.
school type shoot 'em up type games.
I think
like
the
that.
last one of those I bought was Ikaruga, and I still love that game.
Cuphead would be another example of what a bullet hell game would be.
Yeah.
That's like the definition of bullet hell, where like all this shit's coming everywhere and there's no way to change the difficulty. That's what I would consider a hardcore game. Now, there are competitive games out the wazoo. Like
games like-
Overwatch,
And here's the
Call of Duty,
And here's the thing, I
Gears,
would even throw in a game.
Rainbow. Those are all
Cuphead
competitive
has a
games.
difficulty setting.
Does it have it? I never
Yes,
played
it
Cuphead,
does.
so
But here's the other thing. I would actually throw in a game, say maybe like Arkham Knight or Skyrim, where
I wouldn't say they're
Those are-
hardcore.
I wouldn't say
Those are
hardcore,
Those
but
are
when
straight casual.
but when they have like massive amounts of collectibles and other things to go after, like there's a hardcore nature if you want 100% complete them.
No, like Enter the Gungeon would be a hardcore game. That's literally a straight bullet hell game.
No, I think it has to be more than just difficult to be a hardcore game.
No, I think it has to be difficult.
No, I don't
A
think
difficulty is
A
a
difficult
thing.
game is what makes it hard.
A difficult thing-
It's part of the name, hard.
That's what makes the game hard. It doesn't make the game
A hardcore,
Like when you look
yeah.
at a hardcore audience as opposed to a casual
well,
audience.
here's something.
A casual audience to me is like my son. It's a game that he'll pick up, he'll play,
So your son
put it
won't
down.
play Gears of War?
No, absolutely not. One, I won't let him.
If your son wanted to play Gears of War, let's say he's 15, and they made like Gears of War 7 or whatever, you know, you said you won't let your kid play Gears?
What at what age?
Like 15 or whatever age he's fucking age appropriate to play Gears.
Yeah, I'll let him play.
Yeah? So you just said your son plays games, it's a casual game, so.
Yeah, because right now he's at the age where
Games are fun and games only.
he's picking games up for like Roblox, games like that, like Minecraft, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Casual shit.
Yeah, he's picking
those are to me like Lego games, stuff like the games that he's kind of fucking into.
Yeah.
The Mario's, honestly, I would even consider fucking probably Mario Kart as like a hardcore game.
Yes, that
But-
I would say is hardcore.
But
It's easy to
game-
play,
like,
hard
ga-
to master.
Games like that are games that I consider for the casual audience. Like games that you don't want to off-put them by having a sheer nothing but difficult game. And same with the
Yeah.
competitive nature
Well,
of a game.
here's the thing about hardcore. Hardcore, that's literally what it's designed to. It's just designed, like, I want to be the guy. You ever play that game?
Yeah,
That's
but
a
you're
hardcore
discounting games like fucking Overwatch and
Overwatch
PUBG
is a
and Gears.
casual fucking game
It's
with a
casual.
competitive
But
element.
but
Literally, that's what it is.
but like if you get into the competitive element of it, it's not fucking difficult.
It is
It
because
is
you're entering
extremely.
a competitive element.
Exactly my
It doesn't
point. Why
make
it
the
fits
whole
right into
game
the
fucking
hardcore
Competitive.
hardcore.
Here's the thing.
Half the game is casual.
Now, here's the thing. For me, as a hardcore gamer looking for a game that's hardcore in nature, it's not just the difficulty level, and it's not just the, say, competitive nature. It's the overall package. Okay? So to me, a hardcore game is Final Fantasy Tactics. In either the Game Boy Advance, PSP, original release. I mean, that game is something you can put hundreds of hours into and never even come close to beating yet.
Well, here's another example of a hardcore game. You guys ever heard of WildStar? Mm-hmm. It was an MMO designed literally for hardcore gamers. Like the whole concept was,
I would
fucking
say
raids.
Eve is a good maybe
No,
for a
Eve
hardcore.
is the ultimate casual game.
No,
Like you can
really?
literally, yeah, you can
I'd
literally
say that's
fucking.
I'd say that's a good candidate to be in borderline hardcore.
You have to be fucking clinically insane to play Eve because if you're not a subscriber to Eve, like if you play the free to play model,
Yeah.
it will literally take you decades to get anywhere in that game.
No, you gotta.
And literally, it's all about waiting unless you're trying to like rule a market or something.
Yeah.
And it takes a different kind of player to play Eve.
It
So I
does.
wouldn't say it's a hardcore game.
But that's a small audience to begin with, and I hate to say it, but
It's a very passionate audience.
yeah, but you mean like Dark Souls audience?
Dark Souls is still a pretty big game.
It's a pretty big game overall.
Hell, you
but
guys are fucking
like
playing
you
Dark
said,
Souls.
not many people get into hardcore.
And you guys don't like that
difficult
niche
games.
type of fucking game.
Yeah, we do.
I do.
When's the last indie game you played in a minute other than Cuphead?
I've been trying to get everyone to play like Human Fall Flat for like the last 2 months.
All depends on the game. I mean, I played a few of them, but
No one here is willing to play Human Fall Flat. So.
what do you think, Mario?
I played Battle Islands, and I believe that's an indie game.
No, like the difference.
The
between
hardcore. Do you think
and,
Gears of War is a hardcore game?
I think there's a lot of games that can either be very casual or just depending on how you play it.
Yeah. And see, that's where I would say,
I mean,
like,
shit, you can
the Batman games fit.
shit on fucking Wolfenstein. You can throw that son bitch on fucking ridiculous, and it's hard as shit.
Yeah.
Or
So-
Resident Evil, throw that shit on hard as hell, and yeah, good luck.
Yeah, I mean, if you amp up the difficulty to a game like, say, like Resident Evil 7 or Batman
You
Arkham
have,
Knight.
5 bullets
You
in
know,
the damn game, and you're
Yeah,
like, what the fuck's going
you
on?
amp up the difficulty on those, and you're going for 100% playthroughs. You know, finding all items, all collectible files, whatever. That's a pretty hardcore endeavor overall.
I think any game, almost any game.
You know what? Every game's hardcore. We've decided.
We decide
here.
every game is
Every
hardcore.
game is hardcore. Hello Kitty Island Adventure, hardcore.
Barbie horse racing event.
hardcore.
I think
Roadblocks!
Jet Set Radio, hardcore.
almost any game. I think.
Minecraft, hardcore.
You know what? That's what we should do. We should do a Minecraft world.
We should do every game.
We should do the
hardcore.
Game Night Lounge Minecraft world.
Hardcore.
On survival only. Don't be
Hardcore.
pussies. Join our world.
Hardcore.
Why
So
you-
you're saying any game that has a competitive nature automatically becomes
No, I'll say
hardcore?
any game.
So
that
give me a
has competitive
multiplayer
nature.
game that has a competitive aspect that's not hardcore.
Yeah.
What kind of multiplayer are we talking about?
Multiplayer
You
period.
said literally if it's a multiplayer game and it has a competitive nature, it's hardcore.
Depends on the competitive nature that it is. I mean, games like to me
No.
like
What?
What the
no.
fuck are you
games
talking about?
games to me like Ghost Recon or like the casual pick 'em up.
No, that has a
Um,
competitive nature to it.
That has
They had
almost...
fucking money on the line for that, but with that, Rainbow Six is the same way. Though.
Rainbow Six is straight fucking. You talking about Ghost Recon or Ghost Recon Wildlands?
Yeah.
No. Rainbow Six, absolutely. The Division, no.
There's cash tournaments and prizes for fucking Division multiplayer.
When was the last time you sat down and watched any ESO match on fucking?
You didn't
Division?
say that. You didn't say based on the fucking.
When you're talking
so
about,
you're saying the popularity.
when you're talking about
defines
the,
it?
no, has nothing to do with the popularity.
Because when's the
What
last time
what they
anyone's seen a
consider-
Gears of War tournament?
They do it every fucking year.
When's the last time it's been like a
They
huge
do it in
turnout?
seasons.
When's the last time it was on, you know...
You guys don't watch the seasons. They're
When's the
about to
last
season
time
4 and it
ESPN
comes
covered
every
it
fucking
in their
Sunday.
news
Yeah,
highlights?
who's
When was the last
who's-
time ESPN's ever covered Rainbow Six?
No, I
or
watch
any
it
of
on,
them.
I watch it on fucking.
The only
Twitch
thing they'll fucking cover is Street Fighter.
and Overwatch.
That's it.
Yeah, in Overwatch.
Overwatch occasionally.
Well,
most
no,
of
they're
the
gonna
time, most
start
of the time
Overwatch
it's
'cause the
fucking.
new season starting.
Most of the time it's fucking fighting games. Like you'll see a lot of Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter.
And the reason why, because the people that aren't gamers enjoy watching those matches. But the people who aren't gamers watch people like
But do you
us
consider
play.
Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or anything like that a hardcore
Those are
casual game?
pretty hardcore to master a fighting game like that.
I still say like. It's
I don't know
a
what the fuck
casual
your
game.
definition. I don't know what the fuck your
You,
definition
you
is
gotta.
anymore.
I told you what my
How
definition
the
is.
fuck can you not?
I
think
would
that
say
Street Fighter or anything like that is not a hardcore.
I would say
title?
Street Fighter,
If-
Killer Instinct, Injustice
I never
2 are
said
hardcore.
it's competitive. Yes, I will give you the definition of competitive, but it's not a hardcore game.
Street Fighter's hardcore, sir.
No, it's not.
If you to really master a character like the top tournament players do,
because we're running really long on time. Just let us know what your fucking thoughts are as far as games that
who's right,
you consider
Factor
the
or
hardcore
Senpai,
or casual. Let us know your thoughts on what you consider.
or if you just want to waste hours and hours in a single player thing like me. Am I right?
let us know what your thoughts are, and we'll bring it up on next week's episode.
All right. So what do we got coming out this week?
I've actually got the premiere episode of the Booming Factor review show coming this weekend.
Oh, you're gonna start recording it?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And we're doing Monster Hunter World.
Monster Hunter right now.
That'll be our first review game. So I get the reviews are going to be again tweaked again. So we're going to go more towards like now the actual video reviews. We still got to come up with a scale. I don't think we've quite figured out how we want to do the scale yet.
I have some ideas.
He
for
wants the fucking
scale.
shit emojis in there so fucking bad.
Well,
But I
you
don't know
know
how to really incorporate it.
I have some ideas for if you because I have
If it's a great game, give it the golden poop emoji.
no. I was thinking the corgi, a corgi emoji.
Corgi
This
emoji.
game is amazing. Gets 5 corgi heads.
You could always just have it change every week.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
game gets 2.5. Let's like come up with an arbitrary scoring system.
That would be great.
It's 7.5
But-
potatoes this week, guys.
Now, honestly, I insist we go to a 10 because I hate 1 through 5 scales.
So make sure you keep
Not
keep
precise.
tuned to the fucking website. Make sure you visit us on YouTube at the Game Night Lounge for the new show about to kick off this weekend. So that's why we've been a little bit slow and lackluster on videos.
That-
as of the past
This week we've been snowed in. Actually.
Yeah,
Well,
we've been
we've been
getting
snowed in for
snow in
a
the
few
south.
weeks now, but now that everything's fucking melted and returning
Again.
back to normal, it's
We're back to your regularly scheduled
we can
program.
get back to doing our normal shit, and now we got this new one coming
Loki,
this weekend.
squeak.
So it should be very interesting. Looking forward to it.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'm gonna be streaming on Twitch this week.
You know what? Tonight opened up new Star Trek Anniversary 8, which will be launching really soon into their next season.
Yeah, you gonna stream it?
Yes, because they're actually giving away a ship I actually want, the Bajoran Interceptor from the show Deep Space Nine.
Neato. I have no idea what that is.
It's a badass little raider craft.
Oh, cool. Neat.
And you get it for just streaming.
No, you have to play. You have to earn so many points and trade them in. But the thing is, once you unlock it for one character, any character you've made or create since can claim it for free.
Essentially, you got to do a quest. You get it, and then all your characters.
Yeah, you do a quest. You repeat said quest for the next 3 weeks every day, and eventually you get it permanently.
Okay.
And the new Final Fantasy 4.2 update's coming out. I'm so excited. I'll be streaming the shit out of that. Watch me fucking grind my fucking face to the grater trying to get fucking better gear and upgrades.
Oh, did
To
you
those who watch me slog through fishing, I love you guys. Please keep it up.
fish?
I need your
Fish.
fucking encouragement to help me get to 70. Ugh.
You know, I've been trying to do Star Trek videos. I'm going to need you to actually show me how to do
Yeah,
stuff.
I
on
got
it.
you, bro.
So
But man, I got tagged with a shitload of copyright strikes for because I did the
the
YouTube
music.
streaming.
Let me guess.
Yeah, I was listening to. I had a real country kick while fucking fishing, and I was listening to Johnny Cash for like hours on end,
Of course
and then
you
like got
do
like
that.
copy strike. I was like,
See,
fuck.
I once tried to do like a Final Fantasy VIII playthrough, and I got copy striked off the music of the game.
Yeah, YouTube's
So.
pretty good on that. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. I was about to say watching, but there ain't much to watch.
I was about to say you were about to say watching, weren't you?
I was this close, but I didn't. But thank you guys for listening. Hope you guys and gals have a wonderful day. And as always, bye-bye.
Thank y'all.
Cheers, crap.
Fuck you.
Woo! Okay, pasa. What's up? What's up? How you been? Big boy? Big boy? Big boy? Good boy? Big boy, you piece of shit, huh?
What is that word?
So, what we got to talk about?
News stories. We got shoes that can turn on your PlayStation.
Yeah, so.
Villagers put frozen meteor in fridge. Turns out it's airplane poop.
Awesome.
We've got Massachusetts couple accidentally donates savings in hidden soup can.
Awesome.
We've got Philadelphia slathers Crisco on street poles to keep Eagles fans down.
That's actually funny.
Cops find 200 meth tablets in Thai man's ass. Then
Wait, in whose man?
in a Thai man's from Thailand.
Oh, I thought you said time. I'm like, wait, what?
Thai man's anus, then poses with his bum. And then the last one,
It's
fifth
okay.
grader brings edibles. Fifth grader unknowingly passes out pot edibles to his schoolmates.
I like the Thai man's anus because he's from a shithole nation.
And then game stories. 50 Cent wants to make another game.
Yeah.
I've got the new Dark Souls trilogy box for only $450.
Star Trek Online event launched today.
We have a $2,000 4 terabyte SSD hard drive that you can purchase.
I need that.
Nintendo Labo, which I think is amazing.
I think it's amazing, but I think it's going to be another one of those shithole things that
Are
they
you
throw
two
out.
on fucking crack?
God of War.
No, like what it does is cool.
No, it's not.
No, it's a gimmick,
No.
but it's cool.
No.
It's
not.
cool, dude.
No, it's not.
You can fucking make a giant
No.
robot suit that you can go around and smash shit with.
No, it's not.
It's
Yeah, it is.
No, it's
At
not.
the
It
end of the
teaches your
day,
kids like mechanical shit.
I
at
tried
the
that shit to
end
my
of the
son. He was
day,
like,
it's just
What
cardboard.
is
It's
this?
a gimmick.
I was like, but it's cardboard. I get that every day.
I bet you
I
I can
know.
fucking turn your son around in a heartbeat. And Nate, how fucking cool is this?
No, it's cool as like what you can like build and stuff with it is neat. But at the end of the day,
Fuck yeah,
it's
that
just
shit ain't neat.
it's just cardboard.
Well, we'll save it for
So
the show.
who cares?
Save it for the show.
You got fucking
Can
crack.
you update Fortnite on your Xbox?
I deleted it a long time ago
Oh, can you? Oh shit! Why'd you delete it?
because I have PUBG now.
Fortnite's equally as good.
No,
It's
it's
the most
not.
downloaded game.
It's crap, and it's only the most downloaded because it's free.
It's still a good game though.
Crap.
That shit's not crap. That shit's really good.
Crap.
My son just started playing
I
it.
say crap.
How big is the download for it?
I
Pretty
don't
big.
know, but crap.
Can you download it while we're doing the show?
I can.
Please and thank you.
Have you had one of those from Japan?
Yeah, I haven't had orange. I
Huh.
had strawberry and lime.
Well, Food Line is selling them now. And they have the 6-pack bottles marked with the price of the individual bottle.
Huh.
Yeah, that's up. Thanks.
Made with real sugar. Ingredients: carbonated